Right, now let's move to Man United. So, G, let's kick us off with Man United, mate. What did you think of the performance? Did it reflect the scoreline? And which players who was the man of the match on the day, mate?
To be honest, I think we played Leeds so many times. It's like becoming our own little league right now, isn't it? But I think I'm always looking at this game, right? So we look at the sort of original 2-2 in the first game, and I think I did the reaction straight away, and I sent it to Footy Fanatics, right? It's on the gram. So I think that one I felt was a game of two halves, and I thought we lost a goal in the first few seconds, which was terrible, yeah, and then we concede again. So we're 2-0 down at half time. Then we come back, it's 2-2, yeah, and Sancho gets a goal, Rashford gets a goal, and if we carry on that half, we win. And I think it was, you can't start like that. And I think Ten Hag basically told them that today, right? And they started on the right foot. But again, Leeds were all over us this afternoon as well. So, from our perspective, Leeds, if they had a finish in the first half, they're going to put about 3 goals past United. Yeah. And Maguire will always give you a chance. And this is the thing for me. Like, when you've got Varane and Martinez, and I get, you're resting them for the game against Barcelona, Maguire, apart from, I think, he had a good game, but apart from 3 touches, which could have all conceded goals for us. And I think that's the thing with me. When he makes a mistake, it does feel like we're going to concede massively. De Gea pulled off one hell of a save as well. And that was brilliant. Malacia, I don't know if anybody saw that bit of skill that he did. When the guy was about to take the shot, he actually did a drag back in his own area and passed it out to Shaw. Again, for me, Fernandes didn't do enough today. He had a one-on-one chance and he should have buried it. And Weghorst, again, busy, big lad, just kind of bumping into things. But Rashford came good, and Ayling gave him a hell of a time for 70 minutes. He was kicking lumps out of Rashford at one point, right? And I think it was really quite a tough game. Sabitzer played incredibly well. And I thought, you know what? If he can get an end product with Casemiro in there, and, with Eriksen hopefully to still come back at some point, that's a decent sort of midfield. Sancho went missing for me again. He just does not do anything in terms of the level. I think Elanga, Pellistri, Anthony, all these people are ahead of him for me right now. Garnacho had a good game as well. So overall, United in the right trajectory. We're second in the league. These are the lofty heights for us right now compared to where we were. So still places to sort out. Luke Shaw, brilliant assist as well.
Second for a couple of hours.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'm still scrolling for a little bit more.
I'll try and find an old screenshot for you, mate, from about 2:00 this afternoon, man, and put it up for you. BJ, have Man United been lucky? Do you think that they can keep this form going? There's people out there saying United are a bit lucky, everything's going their way. There's other people saying, no, we're the real deal, we're title contenders. Where do you place United at the moment?
Yeah, no, I don't think they're lucky. I think if Ten Hag wasn't there, then I'd probably call him lucky with a few results. He's clearly changed things. He's gotten rid of Ronaldo. He's brought in a few players. He has a couple of players not connecting right now or clicking. I think they're good value for where they are right now. Second earlier on, third right now. But Rashford is in form of his life, isn't he? He's absolutely smashing it. Bruno's come off the ball a little bit. If he picks up his form from what it was pre-Ronaldo, I mean, you've got serious contenders there. I think when you look at the table as it is right now on Sunday evening, you've got to think, well, hang on a minute, they're in the mix for the title, surely. But I just think that although from a table perspective they might be thereabouts, I just think that Arsenal and City are their performances for the length of the season have been quite strong. And I think that's the only reason I put them slightly more favourites than United for the title. But no, I don't think they're lucky. I think they've been playing quite well. Yeah.
I'll just come back to you on that one, VJ, because I genuinely don't think United are title contenders, and I'll tell you why. we're so reliant on Rashford. It's a bit like the Kane situation, right? When you nullify Rashford, where does the goals sort of come from? And that's why I think we'll eke out sort of more draws than we will sort of wins. And I think it's Fernandez has lost it since Ronaldo was here. You're right, but he's never got to the heights of when we bought him. You know, that sort of season where he scored like 17 goals and 14 assists or something ridiculous. You know, 45 goal involvements in 50 games or something ridiculous. I think that's the form he's never sort of recaptured. I don't know whether he's just getting fat on that salary and that's why he's not putting it in, or he's taken a different role within the team and he accepts that fact he's not going to be in the limelight and it's the others. So I think that we're actually just going to struggle into top 4. I don't think there's a charge here for the title because we haven't again got that squad depth of people who've been there, done it, and won it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, let's go to Mr. Unbiased Sultan at the top there, Mr. Liverpool. Are Man United going to finish third or above third, or are they? Is this the best they're going to get? And you think they're going to start? These average players are going to start showing their true colours again.
I think top 4 is looking good. It's amazing with obviously they spent about 250 million over the summer. Got some big players in Casemiro. He's like the glue, isn't he? And there's a bit of a theory going around where when Casemiro is not playing, they either lose or draw. And up until today, that there was some truth in that. I think Ten Hag is obviously a top manager, and he's he proved at Ajax, and now he's starting to prove first 6 months at United. I think it's a smart move bringing in Steve McLaren, who's been there, won it with United, got that English connection going, and who knows, right? Football is a funny old game. If Arsenal start dropping off, United keep a strong home record. They keep winning. If they prioritize the league over Europe, who knows what can happen? But realistically, top 4 looks good. Title bid maybe a bit too early. Early in the midweek, they were losing 2-0 against Leeds, wasn't it? Or OT. So miss points there. But who knows? Football's a funny old game. This is mid-February. If they're 5 points off by end of March, you never know, right? Man City focus will be on the Champions League. Haaland's got a thigh injury. Who knows how long he's going to be out with? That could impact things for Wednesday. Might actually make them play better. Who knows? Yeah, but I think top 4 for United looks good.
Yeah, fair enough. Sage, are United to catch you, mate, this season? Are they going to catch Arsenal? Or do you think they're going to finish around third, fourth? What do you reckon?
I think third place is United's, to be honest with you. As G was saying before, I don't think they got that. They haven't got the squad depth to go for the title, which is kind of hypocritical as an Arsenal fan saying at the same time. But it's the truth, and I don't think United are that bad that they're going to drop out the top 4. They're not bad at all. They're doing very well, as far as I'm concerned. And it's back to G's point as well. Again, they're a bit reliant on Rashford at the moment, though. Even though he's in great form, don't want to take it away from him. They're relying on his goals as well. So if you do nullify Rashford in a game, United got a problem. And I'm non-biased. I'm being non-biased right here. I'm actually happy to see Maguire actually coming back and playing well, because I thought that the whole Ronaldo thing and everything, and there's a bit of toxicity because of that as well. So it's kind of good to see United gelling back again. As an Arsenal fan from the rivalry back in the day, I secretly hate it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But, yeah, man, I think United's place is third straight up, because Newcastle just draw way too much. Tottenham are up and down all the time, and Brighton are a good team, but I just don't think they got that edge to get into the top 4 themselves. So yeah, third place is United.
Yeah, I think United have a similar problem to Tottenham in defence, man. I just think I look at those defenders. You're probably one key injury away from a mini crisis at the back there. I think the legs will tire on Varane. I mean, how long can you keep going? Game in, week in, week out. You lose Luke Shaw. Questions are going to be, asked on what's going on that side. So I see United outscoring oppositions and getting very few clean sheets. I know you got one today, but let's be honest, Leeds in that first half were peppering you guys, So, and De Gea is a quality keeper, man. He does pull it off. He does pull it off. I know he's got mistakes in him, but who hasn't? You tell me a keeper that hasn't got mistakes in him. So I think United will rue like the defensive lack of investment in the window. And I really thought United would have gone and put a 50, 60 million bid in for a half-decent defender from Europe, just to back up Varane. But they didn't do it. And I was shocked. I know the club's for sale, so I understand the whole kind of reluctancy to splurge. But listen, if you don't get top 4, then that's a travesty, man. I mean, United is such a big club, and people expect clubs to finish in certain places. And yeah, you could say Tottenham top 6 is an expectation. United top 4 is an expectation. Just for the giant of the club that it is, and that the money you've spent, the wages you've got people on, and the money you've got. So, I wonder if that defense is going to come back to hurt you guys.